Hello, I'm Lugatorix and welcome to part 34 of the Greek Cities campaign on Rome Total War. And today, there's just a huge amount going on, like a really huge amount going on. We are expanding in every direction, which is good. It means we're gaining a large amount of territories very, very quickly. The bad thing is, well, there's just basically a lot to do. There's a lot of management and stuff like that. So do you know what? I think we'll start off up here dealing with the Julii. Now, if you remember last time, Doros got knocked back a little bit. He fought a ton of Julii, but in the end, finally he got defeated. But he's still alive, and he's in Patavium, and he's rebuilding an army ready to go and take Mediolanum, as you can see here, off the Julii, and eventually Segestra as well, this one down here. So, to be honest, I think he should be getting on his way now. So he can pick up himself, all of these guys, I reckon. This might make them slightly unhappy, so we'll see how this goes. So they move out. They're not too unhappy. We'll pick up some mercenaries just to... I mean, these bastards are terrible, but what we'll do, we'll pick up these mercenaries and they can go into Patavium. There we go. They're happier now. Good. So Doros the Brave can start heading along this way. And actually, these guys can put Mediolanum under siege now. So what we'll do, these guys put Mediolanum under siege. Oh, there's a Julii force there. Damn it. I saw there was a Julii force. That was stupid on me. I should have put them all together. Oh well, we'll try and get there in time. Doros, just join them in your own time. But we are heading towards Mediolanum. That's the point, basically. Actually, there's some troops in Ariminum. They might be moved up at some point as well. Now, over in Dacia, last time we took Porolissum, and I believe we are ready to move out of Porolissum now. Do we need to do a bit of retraining? I mean, we possibly could retrain a few units. And we could retrain these guys, recruit maybe another armoured hoplite, and move out the next turn. That's probably a good idea. But there is another army heading towards Aquincum. It's this one here. Quite a few Dacians actually along the way. Well, if they want to fight, I'm willing to fight them. Let's see if they back off. They do indeed back off. Like the coward Dacians they are. And now we're stuck actually. So we have to fight Attila. Oh, blimey. Okay. Right. So somebody's called Attila. And he's going to back off over a bridge, and then, well, we can take the bridge, and if they want to attack us on the bridge, they're more than welcome to. There you go. Right, have fun with that, Dacia. We are heading towards your territory. Now, over in the Middle East, we took Sidon last time, and, well, we had a large fight outside of Sidon afterwards as well against the Egyptians. Now, we are hoping to move towards Palmyra. There are a few Egyptian armies near Sidon, so we can't completely clear out, but I do want this geezer, Philip, to move towards Palmyra, unless there's a general in Damascus. No, there isn't. Okay, in which case, I want Philip, and I want probably the stronger units of hoplites, so you guys, with some archers as well. Actually, forget the archers, they're not a necessity. That'll be fine. So you start moving towards Palmyra. You can head into Damascus first, and then, sorry, I lost my voice a little bit there. We'll assemble an army ready to take Palmyra from the troops in Damascus. That's looking good. Now, over here in the main part of Egypt, if we can have a look at that, we took Alexandria last episode as well. We're basically ready to move out of Alexandria, to be honest. Yeah, so this army, really, I think they should start heading towards Bostra and Petra, that kind of region. The army of Philolas of Cypsela. Admittedly, some of these troops are looking a little bit on the weak side, actually. So what we'll do, so I'm going to retrain the weaker troops, like this. And then the rest of the lads can step out of Alexandria. They're going to be a bit unhappy for a little bit, but we're building up a new religion and all that. It's going to be fine. In fact, if they can pick up some mercenaries, I probably will. In fact, these are decent ones. So, well, I'd say decent. They're okay. So we'll pick them up as well. We're probably going to need them in the Middle East. And you guys start heading towards the sort of Bostra region. I am going to take, what's this one called? Thebes. But with the army that's going to take Memphis. So Tellus of Attica will go and take Thebes. This guy, he's going to head towards there. And you can see the Egyptians are already bringing forces to take back the homeland. So, you know, we might be having a big fight there in a minute. Right, I think the last major thing we need to do is deal with the Carthaginians in Carrodus. It's going to be the first battle of today's episode. So Captain Theophrastus is going to attack Carrodus because, as you can see, we can assault it now. And yeah, so Captain Theodocles or whatever of the Carthaginians, he's got a much inferior army, 697 men. Not amazing. There's a couple of decent units there. I think it's a bit harsh on the computer to say that is so much in our favour, but still, I think we do stand a pretty good chance here. So, let's see if we can go and take the island of Carrodus, or technically Sardinia. Right, here we are. Beautiful view that is, by the way. Right, start the deployment, and actually, saying that, we are starting uphill, which is a little bit annoying, but it's something we can deal with. Now, don't particularly want archers holding the ram. That would not be very good. Let's get you holding the ram instead, please. So we only have 2 rams, but that's fine. They're going to be going over to the gate and just somewhere near the gate. Then we're going to have a ton of the old hoplites like this, and then we'll have some archers in behind them as well. Other than that, I think we're all good. So yeah, just come in like that. There we go. So start the battle, and you can see there the Carthaginians are at the front gate. So you go towards the front gate like that, and you just go a bit to the right. The other guys can join you in a second. Interesting layout, this city actually. It seems a little bit different because there's a long way to walk to actually reach the walls. It's quite interesting actually. So our archers are actually already firing over the gate. I don't know if I exactly want that, to be honest, because I like using the archers to bait units to charging into phalanx. So I'm actually going to get them to stop firing just because it's a bit of a waste of ammunition at the moment. But we might do that in a minute. I mean, they got a few kills instantly, so that's quite nice. Right, so both gateways are down. It seems like the majority of the force, let's just pause it for a second, is actually over here. So we've got skirmishers, Iberian infantry, round shield cavalry, and cavalry. Now the cavalry I'm not worried about, okay? We've got plenty of phalanx to go in and deal with them. In fact, you two go in and deal with them, and you, if you get into phalanx, can go and do the same, if you wouldn't mind. So you guys can quickly go and do that. As for over here, this might be slightly more difficult. You two just immediately charge at the skirmishers. You need to get into phalanx and do the same, please. I mean, the skirmishers should be okay. The Iberian infantry is probably the strongest thing they've got here, which, you know, Iberian infantry are decent, nothing too amazing. But the majority of the Carthaginian force seems to be not heavy infantry, let's put it that way. So we should be okay. Now, it might be a little bit tough because we are kind of stuck in the gate, as it were, which is not ideal. But you see, we've already got a unit of round shield cavalry routing, which is good to see. We've got that unit's broken over there, another broken unit here. Yeah, okay, so things aren't going too badly so far. Those guys need to get their spears down instantly, but other than that, it's not going too bad at all. Just focus on that Iberian infantry if you wouldn't mind. A ton of units routing to the plaza, that's fine. You guys just, I mean, there's a unit of Iberian infantry over there. If you can go and get them, that would be very nice. The rest of you, so you two, come in the city. You come over here. Archers also come into the city. Thank you very much. Now, nice and handy, the plaza is very, very close to the entrance, which is good. And there are 2 entrance ways. So what I'm thinking is to have a unit of archers and then have hoplites protecting them. And then we approach from both sides. A ton of units will just charge into the phalanx and they'll be screwed, basically. So that's what I'm hoping for. So these guys are now attacking the Iberian infantry. They should be doing a decent job. They're wavering. We're eager. Yeah, okay. There are some units coming over here, so we'll get them to come and hit them if that would be nice. But yeah, the Iberian infantry haven't actually broken yet. I'm not sure which direction these guys are going in. But the Carthaginians, instead of being clever and holding up on the plaza, have just charged straight out to us. And it's not going to end very well for them, basically. I mean, they might do a decent job over here. That unit finally breaks good. So you guys focus on them. You guys, we kind of need your support. So if you could be a bit quicker, that'd be nice. The Iberian infantry broken over there. Good to see. Yep, more breaking Carthaginians. Beautiful to see. Lovely stuff. Okay, you guys turn around. Face those round shield cavalry if they're going to charge into you. And they break straight away. Good stuff. And some town militia already wavering and they haven't even hit us yet. They're not going to have a good day if they do. So what we'll do is we'll have you guys, and we don't even need that many phalanx to be honest, just get you guys like that, and then have a unit of archers in behind if you wouldn't mind, like that. And then let's just get you two over here, and have another unit of archers in behind them. There is a unit of archers fighting in the melee at the moment. Why are you doing that? Who is fighting you? I think it's just a routing unit, that's fine. Okay, so all of you guys go into that position and we should be cool. Okay, well the captain just charged into a unit of phalanx and died, so that's not going to help their morale either, which is good to see. So we have these guys coming around over here and they keep charging into the phalanx. I mean, they're really stupid from the Carthaginians. How many of them have died? Let's have a look. So 7% to 70%. I mean, they've just really terrible battle tactics, to be honest, from the Carthaginians. You guys don't skirmish, please, but please fire at will. You guys are very slowly coming around the corner, but it's okay. The majority of units will just throw themselves against the phalanx here. So guys, if you can get into a proper formation, that would be nice, rather than being stupid. But other than that, you're doing a pretty good job. And there you go. That's the beautiful thing about archers in a city, is that they'll fire and it will bait the units off the plaza, which is beautiful stuff. And it means that they can just rout and die very, very quickly. As if they were staying on the plaza, they'd be a lot hardier, that's for sure. Carthaginians are in a complete mess now, just going back and forward, keep charging into the phalanx, keep dying, and then retreating back to the plaza. It's pretty much game over. I mean, they're going to charge into the archers. Where was the other phalanx? You're being very slow. Come over here. Come on, you're being... not doing what they're told. Whatever. Okay, it's basically the bare bones of the Carthaginian army now, so I'm actually going to just go into the plaza. It's Libyan Spearmen. If we approach them from both sides, we should be alright. So you guys just go like that. You should be in phalanx. Thank you very much. And that should be end of the Carthaginians in Carrodus. So the Libyan Spearmen actually charge us, which is interesting, and they're going to go down pretty quickly, I'd imagine. Saying that, they're actually holding pretty well, but 2 units of phalanx versus 1 Libyan Spearman isn't going to do much. Plus, we have units coming from the back. The second these guys hit the back, it really is game over for the Carthaginians, but we'll speed it up a little bit. I mean, they'll fight hard, they're on the plaza, they'll do a decent job, but here we go. Now they're completely surrounded, they're gonna be going down very, very quickly. Beautiful. And there we go, they're all gone. We should have the victory screen show up in a second. There we go, clear victory, 697 kills to 75. I will take that every day of the week, and it means we have another settlement. So we're getting there. We are getting towards the dream of 50 settlements. Not quite yet there, but we nearly are. So Carrodus becomes ours, which is nice to see. We will exterminate them, because that's how I do things. We're going to get rid of this temple, put our own religion in. That would be nice if you could do that. Repair the walls, retrain these lads, and just recruit another one for the fun of it. Okay, now I do think that is everything we can do this turn. I think we've moved everywhere we can, so I'm ready to end the turn in a second. We'll see what happens. One thing we can do before we end the turn is I have a diplomat in Campus Getae, if we have a look. Yep, so let's have a talk to the Scythians. We haven't talked to them in a while, and I planned to do this a while ago. So first of all, would you just like to swap map information? That'd be very nice if you could do that. Yep, so we can see some of the Scythian map information. Would you like an alliance, Scythia, or are you not interested? Because I don't want to fight Scythia, I'm not interested. No, they're not interested either, fine. So then, well, it seems like, yeah, they do not own this territory anymore. It is rebels. So Campus Alani is rebel. The Scythians are doing okay. They have this territory up here, though, so, you know, well done for them, I suppose. They're doing okay, but not amazing. Anyway, I think I'm ready to end the turn. Let's see how things go. Okay, end turn, and the Egyptians attack us at Memphis. Right, okay, this is fine. This is actually what I'd want. So Tennis of Attica, and he's very strong army. I mean, there's a couple of troops that are a little bit battered, but it's okay. Has been attacked by Captain War and Apries Philadelphos. So let's have a look at the first army. This is Nile Spearmen, which are pretty solid, actually. You know, they're phalanx troop. They're not bad. And Pharaoh's Bowmen, who are some of the best archers in the game. So decent, but not very big army, and we've got plenty of good troops as well. And then Philadelphos, his army is a pretty standard Egyptian army. You can see the troops there. You know, Pharaoh's Guard are pretty good. Bowmen, Nubian cavalry are not that amazing. Okay, so it's a decent army, not as big as ours, not as good as ours. The strength ratio is 3-1. If we win this convincingly, then, well, Memphis could fall into our hands, or pretty much fall into our hands. So yeah, I'm very happy to fight this. Let's see how it goes. Right, so here we are, Tellus of Attica's army. Now, it's interesting, we can see the city over there in the distance, and we can actually see the pyramids of Giza, which is pretty cool as well. So I'm trying to work out what direction the Egyptians are going to approach from. The smaller army coming from the city itself, Memphis, will be coming from over there, obviously. I think the others are going to be coming from this kind of direction. Maybe. Now, this looks like a downhill slope. Is that the Nile? That's possibly the Nile, you know. Anyway, this is a downhill slope, so we don't really want to set up down here because, well, that would be kind of stupid. Maybe if we want to face both of them, kind of like this maybe, along here. I don't know. We'll set up and then we can adjust accordingly, basically. So we're going to have a nice thick front line like that. Some good phalanx hoplites there. And then we're going to have 3 hoplites on each flank. We can quite fit them, just kind of like that. And then we're going to have 3 on the other side as well, just to give us that protection in case they try and flank us, and I'm sure they will. And there's a lot of Egyptians here today, so they're probably, some of them are just going to sneak around anyway. Then we're going to have the missile support in behind the phalanx, being nice and protected by the spears. And then we have these random Libyan mercenaries. They can just come along for the ride and stand here. And of course, Telesvatic himself is just going to chill out at the back here. Right, so this is going to be the formation. We'll have everyone on defensive mode. We'll have the archers and the javelin men off skirmish mode, and I think we are ready to start the battle. So, where are they coming from? We have what looks to be the smaller army, I think, actually over there, and then the bigger army is... Oh, was it the bigger army coming from the city? No, I don't think it was. Well, either way, they're kind of coming from this kind of direction, so I'm going to just turn around like that, maybe, to face them. I think that would be a good idea. They're probably going to take a while to get here, though. Right, so the Egyptians are approaching. The smaller army has come before the first army, which is fine by me. The only threat really here is probably the Pharaoh's bowmen, who are pretty decent. But again, I don't think they're going to do a huge amount of damage, particularly to the armoured hoplite variants of our phalanx. We've got plenty of archers of our own to negate them as well. There's a lot of Egyptians over here, but it doesn't look like anything hugely amazing. I mean, for example, chariots are going to do nothing to phalanx. They are very low in the old defence. So I'm not too scared as it goes so far, and we seem to be inflicting a good amount of damage on these Egyptians coming forward as well. So, pretty positive start, I'd say. What's that over there, by the way? Is that a farm? It's probably a farm. Right, anyway, let's not get distracted. So, the Nile Spearmen are wavering. They haven't even touched our phalanx yet. They are, yeah, they're nearly broken, and they've only just touched our hoplites. No, stop for a second. I swear I put you off skirmish mode. Apparently I didn't. Apparently I did not do that, so... No, you cowards. I swear I did. I was sworn in my life I put them off skirmish mode, but okay. Maybe my memory's just failing me. Either way, it's all good. You're not on skirmish mode anymore. We have no time for skirmishing here. We are just going to stand and fight like proper Greeks. Now, Nile Spearmen are actually holding up pretty well. Nile Spearmen are decent. They're not too bad at all. But they shouldn't be doing anything to hoplites, though. Proper Greek hoplites, I would imagine. They wouldn't do much to them, but they seem to be doing a pretty decent job so far, in all fairness. Some of the archers have been hit a little bit, probably by the Pharaoh's bowmen. That's kind of an inevitability as well. I could try and get around the back of these phalanx with my cavalry, but they broke anyway, so there's no point. Yet they eventually break, and the other Nile Spearmen are coming in, and their morale is going to be reduced by the fact they've just seen their friends break. So, Right, this unit of hoplites is suffering actually quite a bit. Let's just get a little bit of support coming around here. I'm slightly worried that this unit of hoplites is, well, about to die. So, yeah, the Nile Spearmen are really not bad, particularly on this difficulty, obviously. They're doing a pretty decent job, but if surrounded, they won't do as good a job. Yeah, they actually demolished these hoplites. I mean, in all fairness, good job, Nile Spearmen. Pretty damn good job, actually, indeed. Just if we sandwich you between you two, we'll be fine. But yeah, that's a bit of a shame these guys have suffered. Just get back, because I don't want you guys actually breaking. That would hurt our morale. Right, they eventually break. We have another unit of Nile Spearmen coming over. So what I'll do, I'll get you two in a line like that. So you quickly go and do that. The 5 hoplites, just get back. As I said, don't particularly want you breaking. So guys, if you could hurry up, please, that would be great. Thank you. How are the percentages looking so far? 14%, 17%. The Egyptians have got a decent amount of kills. So, that's fair enough. The Egyptians, very solid, although that unit did break instantly, in fact. But the Egyptians are very solid. And as I said, I think last episode, if you go to war with Egypt, you've got to expect to have fights against lots of large armies like that. They just pull them out of nowhere. Now, what's all this? This looks like bowmen. Nothing amazing in terms of infantry. In fact, I think, really, the only good infantry they had is these phalanx, and then the 2 Nile Spearmen phalanx, who we've dealt with. So they've basically lost all their infantry now, all their heavy infantry, and we still have an absolute ton left. So they may be beating us slightly on the missile front, but I think the greatest threat to our army has kind of been negated, at least on the infantry front anyway. Now, these bowmen are starting to annoy me a little bit, because they're actually getting quite a lot of hits on my hoplites. Let's see if Attica can do a little bit. Let's see if he can, because Bowmen, I mean, they're shaken. A good charge into them, we can kind of get a mass rout of them, and they're going to stop firing on our men. I hope so. So they break, good. Let's get another unit down. I think the General's Bodyguard can do a good amount of damage to these skirmishers. Don't want him charging into Desert Axemen, that's for sure, so we'll get him back before he does that. Yeah, if you could just go around here, but avoid the Desert Axemen. Right, so the General is just routing more and more units, doing a really fantastic job here, actually. He's killed a lot of men. Don't want him getting involved with the chariots, though. The chariots can actually do a surprising amount of damage, or the Desert Axemen, so let's get behind the phalanx, lads. Let's get behind the phalanx. You did a good job, Telesvatica. In fact, I thought he broke the Axemen for a minute then. I would be very surprised if he did that. Now, if chariots want to charge into the phalanx, they will die instantly. Yeah, they're too sensible to do that. But a lot of flashing going on there, which is good. Very good indeed. So, and we've reduced their missile capacity quite a lot. In fact, they might even be running off, you know. They're looking pretty cowardly at the moment. I think they might have had enough. What have we got here? We've got Bowmen, Desert Axemen. I'm not sure, but I mean, the Bowmen are looking pretty vulnerable. So let's just go and charge into them with Tellus of Attica. I mean, this isn't really much of a formation from the Egyptians. They're kind of just spreading out over a large distance in various little clumps, which does not work for them, I can assure you. Now, the Axemen are coming over to protect the Bowmen, but they're not going to get there in time. Telesvatica... Oh, well, if he hadn't have stopped, he would have got there first. No, you idiot. Okay, that's a shame, but get out now. Okay, get out, get out, get out. Run back, run back. Okay, looks like the chariots are charging. No, they're not. Go on, lads, you know you want to. That's it, you fools. Yep, and they all die. Well, yep. Well, they lasted long. Oh dear. If you are a chariot, the last thing you should ever do is charge into a phalanx, okay? I assure you that is the worst thing you ever want to do. So we've killed 50% of them now, which is good. But the rest seem to be just chilling out and firing in on us, which is a little bit annoying, but it's alright, we can deal with it. So the Axemen look like they're going to be charging our phalanx, which is fine by me. We're going to charge into the back of the Bowmen and kill them, hopefully. So they're going to be going down really quickly. Yep, they're broken. Good. Let's get these slingers down as well. Now, how are the Axemen going to do against our phalanx? They're already wavering, which is good. So we'll let the phalanx just deal with that, I suppose. That unit's broken as well. Yeah, I think this is pretty much just a matter of wrapping it up now. It's been a pretty simple battle, actually. Not been too bad at all. I want to get these Axemen down in particular. To be honest, that would be nice if Tellus of Attica could go and do that, because I don't particularly want to face them later. They'll be a bit of an annoyance. Now, I don't know if we've done quite enough to take Memphis in this battle, because we've only killed 60% of them, and I think there was a general, wasn't there? Was there? Yeah, it was Philadelphos. Was that what his name was? And I don't think we've killed him. Yeah, there he is. So we'll kill him instantly if he charges into the phalanx. If he doesn't charge into the phalanx, then... well, we won't kill him, I don't think. What have we got here? Bowmen, right. You charge into the Bowmen. And those Bowmen are broken. Beautiful stuff. Okay, I think the general's coming forward now, so let's get behind the phalanx. No, it's not. Okay. Right, it does look like the remnants of this Egyptian army are eventually going to come forward, so we won't move for the moment. These phalanx are certainly going to touch. Okay, Pharaoh's Guard are doing a damn good job here, actually. Their phalanx are pretty decent, actually. On this difficulty, they're doing a pretty good job. So we'll just surround them, and then they should hopefully die. Like that, hopefully. Yeah, if you'd like to now attack them, please. That would be nice, because these guys are suffering a bit. Good, okay, so they've broken. Good to see. Well, it's just the chariots left. Now, they keep running around and firing in on us, which is fine, but sooner or later they're going to run out of missiles and they're going to have to charge, and that general will hopefully die. Unless he runs off like a coward, of course. My general can take out the remaining Bowmen, though. Get them down and out of the battle. Okay, they're charging my general. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. I did tell you to get out of there. Telesvatica, you're about to die. Oh my god. Oh my god. Telesvatica, get the hell out of there. I told you to run. Dude, oh my god, he lost a lot of bodyguard then. He survived, but there's chariots. They can do a lot of damage. Now charge into the phalanx. Oh, you damn bastards. You didn't do it. Coward Egyptians. Right, Telesvatica is very near to death, so we need to be very careful of him. I risked him too much there, but he didn't move out quick enough. It literally is just the 2 chariot units left and we can't get to them. Right, this is ridiculous. The chariots have no choice but to charge now. They literally, there is nothing left. Screw it, I'm moving the phalanx forward. Come on, lads. Time to get this general down. Unless they run off, of course, which they might do. It looks like they're running. No, they keep running off and then running back. It's really annoying. Just charge in. Or run off. I don't mind which one, but, you know, you've got to make a decision. If they're going to run into the corner, I'm going to hope to trap them in the corner with the phalanx, and they'll have no choice but to fight. That's the only option I've got at this point. Oh, they managed to escape, the bastards. Well, you're going to have to fight us. It's your prerogative to fight. You attacked us. You can't just run off like that. Screw it, we're chasing after him. We are properly going to chase after him. This is utterly ridiculous. The battle will refuse to end because these guys are just running around like cowards. Right, let's get every one of the phalanx chasing after them. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. But the battle is refusing to end. Sooner or later we'll catch them. We've got to. We're kind of surrounding them at this point. Go on, that's it. Charge, you bastards. Come on. You absolute cowards. This is why maybe I need the battle timer, because the battle will have ended by now. Oh, for goodness sake. Can see the Lighthouse Alexandria very far in the distance there, by the way. That's my only form of entertainment at this point. I'm not joking. I think I've been sat here for about 10 minutes watching my guys chase their chariots. This is the most cowardly move I've ever seen in the history of Rome Total War. You hear me? Saying that, theoretically, if they charged this army now, we'd have no defence. And these guys would all die. So that would be a very clever move by the Egyptians if they decide to do that. But I think they're going to be so cowardly they're not even going to charge into these guys. Bastards. Nope, they do eventually. Nope, don't even charge. They don't even want to charge into one armoured hoplite. Okay, they could have charged into this one guy. You see him there? You see him there? Look how many chariots there are, by the way. In all fairness, that is a lot of chariots. Right, screw it. I'm getting my guys out of phalanx and they can sprint after them. They're going to be so tired, it's ridiculous. I don't even know if we can still catch them then. Right, there we go, there we go, there we go. He's finally dead, you bastard. Thank the Lord. End the flipping battle. Apries Philadelphos, you are a coward. Now, they got about 600 kills. We got about 700, but we still have a lot of men left. They don't. And a lot of their kills were just annoying ones that we didn't have a lot, we couldn't do a lot about. But anyway, I knew the moment the chariots charged, we'd be fine, but whatever. Okay, what else is going on? Oh, okay. Where is this? The Dacians have attacked. Ah, this is outside of Aquincum. So yes, Penlithos of Nicaea, he was travelling towards Aquincum to go and take that off the Dacians, and he sat up on a bridge, and he's being attacked from both sides, admittedly, which makes it a little bit more complicated. But Dacians, this is a very poor move. If you remember, about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 episodes ago, the Thracians tried to attack us on the bridge. That didn't work out well. This is not going to end up well for the Dacians either. Now, the army that is attacking us from the back seems to be Captain Comicus, which is just 3 warbands. So we'll just have a couple of units facing the other way to deal with them. But we have a very good chance here. This should be an absolute massacre. The Dacians, you do not want to do this. But I certainly do. So, one of the guys is called Attila, by the way. It's a bit scary. But that doesn't faze me. Let's see how we do. Right, so here we are on the bridge. And not a very long crossing, which is fine. Now, I love bridge battles. They're like my favourite, I think. They're really, really good fun. Especially when you have a ton of armoured hoplites. It's beautiful. So, the majority of the force, I think, is going to come from this side of the bridge. So, we'll have... How many hoplites do we have? We have 3, 6, 7. We'll probably have a solid 4 hoplites. We don't even need that many. But we'll have 4 hoplites around here. And then we'll have 3 other hoplites facing this way to protect the rear, just in case, because there's going to be a unit of warband, or 3 units of warband, coming from the other side. So what we'll do, we'll have 1, 2 hoplites like this, and then we'll have a hoplite kind of like that, and a hoplite kind of like that. It'll make more sense in a minute. And then we'll have a unit of Illyrians around here, throwing their stuff across the bridge, and then 3 armoured hoplites like this on the other side. Now these hoplites, need to be out of phalanx because they're going to run towards the bridge instantly. You'll see what I mean in a second. You just chill out along here. So start the battle and pause it immediately, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you very much. Now, so you two are going to block the bridge here, and there's no way any amount of warband is going to be able to penetrate that. No way in hell. And then we're going to have this unit of hoplites over like that, just protecting that area. And again, you can sprint, and then you coming over like that. I think that should be plenty enough to deal with it. You know what? We'll throw in another unit of armoured hoplites. I'm that confident that the other force isn't going to be anything. You can come along as well, out of phalanx, like so. So just wait for a second and then pause it. So you two need to be running. Good. So you're running into position along there. The Illyrians just run along here. Again, get into position. Don't need to skirmish. It's fine. Now we have 2 units of armoured hoplites. All you're going to be doing is just protecting these guys like, I don't know, like that will be fine. General, you can just chill along here, like so. Okay, yeah, please do that then. So we're going to run forward. The Dacians aren't going to be quick enough because they're just slow and stupid, basically. And we are going to have a nice position on the bridge. Lovely stuff. And then we'll get into phalanx in a second. So, get into phalanx. What's quite going on here? I think, what is this unit meant to be doing? I think this unit is meant to be like that. So if you could run and do that, which is what I wanted you to do originally, that'd be great. Now, are the Dacians actually going to go across the bridge? That's another question. Or are they going to be as cowardly as the Egyptians? But it seems like a unit of archers is actually going to come over here. There is actually technically another crossing over here, which I kind of forgot about. But doesn't seem like anyone's going to go across there. The AI is not clever enough. If there was an army coming over from this side, they might come across the crossing. But the army's coming from over there, so it should be fine. Now, they are leading with warband. Yeah, good luck with that, Dacia. You're going to pretty much just die immediately to the spears. In fact, yeah, they don't really stand a chance, do they? In fact, they've already routed. So, oops. I feel mildly bad about that. No, of course I don't. It's fine. They shouldn't have declared war on us. So, another unit of warband routes instantly. This is just going to be an absolute massacre, I can tell. In fact, it might not even be a massacre because they're going to rout so quickly that they're going to get away. Who knows? Okay, this unit comes in. I'm going to speed it up because there's literally just no point in even watching this. It's just a diabolical show. Their captain goes down. Beautiful. What was his name? Captain Anacarsis or whatever. Yeah, your whole army's routing, mate. So I would probably rather be dead than see that happen. You know, personally. They've got a few kills on us. Mostly the archers who have probably run out of missiles at this point. But yeah, you know, not too bad. Not too bad at all. They keep recovering and then coming back across the bridge, which is very stupid because they're coming back to their deaths. But it's quite amusing for me, at least. So a lot more dead Dacians later, and the same keeps happening. Yep, they're not even making it across the bridge. They're routing before they can even get there. Beautiful. Is there a general here? There is a barbarian warlord. Lovely. I love it when we get to kill a warlord. So, yeah. That's nice. That's a nice surprise. Come on, then. Let's hope we can kill you. So, Barbarian Warlord, he's coming across the bridge. I could get my general around the other side and trap him. I mean, it would be nice to kill these guys as well, but they're no threat, to be honest, it's fine. So, you're coming in. Are you going to die? You're going to rout straight away, you coward, but we still got him. Lovely. Love that. What was his name? Attila, of course it was. I mentioned him before. Yeah, of course it was. Right, these guys are coming over. Yeah, that's fine. Just charge into these armoured hoplites. Do they have onagers or something? They have ballistas, yeah. They're probably the things that are causing the most trouble, to be honest. Why don't you come around and deal with the ballistas? Right. What's going on over here? Actually, right, you can turn around and deal with this warband. You can turn around, deal with them, and yeah, we're fine, I think. There's a huge amount of Dacians dead. Well, about 40% of them, not too bad at all. You come across the river if you wouldn't mind. And these guys are all going to rout very, very quickly. You just get your spears down and hit them. You go and do that, please. Lovely stuff. Their captain goes down. Lovely, one of their captains. And I think that's pretty much game over for the Dacians. You can go and hit their ballistas like so. Yep. I think that's pretty much it for you guys. I mean, you can try and chase them if you want to. You know, have a bit of fun killing some Dacians. You might be quick enough to get them, you know, so you can try and do that. But once the blisters are down, and whatever the hell that is, a couple of archers will be done. So yeah, good luck, artilleryman. Yep, you're routed before I even hit you. Yep, there you go. Right, we'll kill as many Dacians as we can, but this is pretty much over. There we go, beautiful. 757 kills to 130. That's why you don't attack a Greek army in a bridge, especially if you're Dacia, okay? Not a good idea. So that was a bit of a foregone conclusion we were going to win that. But it just means the path to Aquincum is a lot easier now because they've thrown a lot of men against us and, well, pretty much to no avail. So well done, Dacia. Now, are the Julii going to do anything? Well, there's more Dacians actually coming over. The Julii. Now this I suspected would happen. It's slightly annoying. This army has been attacked before Doros could come over and support. Now, it's nothing amazing, but I'm not going to field them without Doros. So just withdraw, and then we'll attack later. It's fine. Right, this is just a random navy. Not too... I mean, it's annoying that it's defeated, but it's not too bad. More Julii moving around. Scythians do not declare war on us, which is good. What the hell is that name? I mean, we'll just call him Lemnos. So Lemnos, 20 years old, Wallbreaker, Brave, which is a very good trait. I mean, that's a trait that Doros has got. But this guy, he's got it already. 20, been in the wars, publicly loyal, confident commander. Pretty good traits for a 20-year-old. Yeah, we'll absolutely accept you. Where are you exactly? You're in Paralisum. Probably not the best place for you to be. I'd like you really to be where the Julii are or the Egyptians. But you know what? It's all right. Okay. End of term report. Trait increase. Confident commander for the geezer who was just fighting the Dacians. Right, okay, so first of all, let's combine these two armies like I'd originally planned. So how about Doros the Brave? Okay, how about, right, you merge with Doros, and now we've got one big old army. You're pretty trash. I mean, it would be nice to have another unit of cavalry, though, and we've got a ton of money, so we might as well. I know it's trash cavalry, but you know. Right, I want to make my way to Mediolanium, so Captain Julianus, if you want to fight... Yeah, I thought he'd back off, the coward. You go into Mediolanium, mate. Now, there's a decent little force in Mediolanium. Doros should be able to deal with it, though. I think he is perfectly capable of doing that. So we will put Mediolanium under siege, build a few rams, and we can take that probably next episode is what it will end up being. Now, let's have a look at Egypt very quickly. So Memphis, can we... I mean, what is even in Memphis? Pretty much nothing. We can probably take that just before the episode ends. This army's a little bit battered, but I mean, to be honest, I'm just going to auto-resolve that. That is so much in our favour, it's not even worth my time fighting. So, clear victory, that's fine by me. That would just, you know what, it would just be a waste of time even fighting that. So we're going to exterminate the people of Memphis. We get a very important wonder, which is the Great Pyramid and the Sphinx of Giza. So increase loyalty to Egyptians. That means Alexandria is instantly happier, and the settlements around here will be happier as well. So beautiful stuff. So we now have Memphis. In Memphis, we're going to repair the walls. Did I do that? No, I didn't click on that properly. We'll get a port in. That's just like a basic, really. And then we need to retrain. And I am going to retrain because I don't want to go out with a sort of half-battered army. That would not be ideal. We're going to retrain the weak troops and recruit another unit. Lovely stuff. Okay, so that's going on there. Now you, Philolas, you're heading towards the sort of Bostra Petra region. So that you just carry on going that way. Just ignore that guy. No point fighting him for no reason. And you're in a good position actually to build a watchtower. So you can go and do that. We have a bit more of a view. Unfortunately not quite of this region, but you know, it's close enough. Now, Middle East. We want to make a move on Palmyra, I think. So, because Palmyra is looking pretty weak at the moment, I would say. Now, Damascus, what do we have here? We have Philip in Damascus, and in Sidon we have a bunch of men without a general, unfortunately. So I think you should form an army to go and take Palmyra. So how about we get all of you guys, apart from you rubbish people, and you can go and besiege Palmyra. So you go and do that, Philip. Good stuff. Get a couple of rams, like so. And what are the mercenaries available? Yeah, pretty decent ones, actually. They're all pretty good. Well, we'll go and take them. We have plenty of money. I think we can afford it. So, you guys are going to go there. Now, we have an army in Sidon. Now, the nearest settlement is Jerusalem. quite a lot of people in Jerusalem though, so I'm not hugely willing to go and fight it yet, especially without a general in the region. We do not have a general, and I don't believe, no, we don't have one at Antioch, none at Tarsus, none at Hatra. So we have a lack of generals in this region. Now this guy is coming up, which is good, but it's going to take him a while. So, yeah, I would like a general really, but there isn't one, so I don't know. We could try and bribe someone maybe. I mean, if there's like a general around here, we could try and bribe. So Nocrates is looking a bit on the old side, so I'm not really thinking about him. Well, I'll have a little think about that. Now over here, we're going to keep you in Seleucia. Actually, we do have a general over here, Tennis of Delphi, but I did really want him to either fight the Armenians or go down to Jamartha and go and take that. So, you know, I probably won't bother actually moving him back towards Egypt. That's fine. Now Dacia, we just fought the Dacians. Let's actually move forward against them. So let's put Aquincum under siege, like so. Lovely stuff. Just build a couple of rams. Yeah, 2 will be enough. 2 will be enough indeed. And the mercenaries, yeah, I mean, we got a ton of money. Just pick up another, why not? And there we go. Right. Now, the lads from Porolissum. You're going to move forward. There's actually 2, the new guy. Yes, you should probably start heading towards the Tulii, maybe. Because it's going to be Anaxarchos' job to kill the Dacians. I would like you to lead a little force against the Julii. So why don't we split this army into 2? Anaxarchos, you can get these guys. That'll be enough to take Campus Lazages off the Dacians. If there's any mercenaries, the other guy can have them. So we'll pick all these up. We'll bring those guys. Okay, so what we're going to do, bring all them out. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. So Anaxarchos, you're going to go towards Campus Lazages, like so. Then the other guy, this geezer, we're going to bring all these guys out of Porolissum. You, the rubbish units. Oh no, you're not even rubbish, are you? Wait a minute, where's the barbarian mercenaries? I accidentally brought them along with me. Right, idiots. You're going to go to... Oh, for goodness sake. Right, this barbarian mercenary is going to go to Porolissum. Guys, you're just going to be unhappy for one turn. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you completely empty. We'll leave you with a unit of Illyrians, but still, it's not ideal. Okay, so you are going to join this guy, Lemnos, and you're going to start heading towards the Julii because we probably need a bit of help over there. Beautiful. You know what? Thebes is literally empty. We might as well spend a small force there now, to be honest. We might as well. I mean, how strong is this army? Pretty decent. Let's not bring the general along. Let's just bring you... I mean, it'll only take a couple of units to take it, I reckon. I reckon this force will be plenty enough to go towards Thebes and start taking that. It would just be so easy, we might as well. Okay. A couple of these armoured hoplites can move into Memphis like that. Right, okay. Is there actually anything we can do this turn? In terms of, well, killing people? I mean, I don't think we really can. Now, Carthage has got 7 turns left. Thebes has got 7 turns. They can keep them under siege. I don't really care, to be honest. That's fine. And then Lepkis Magna has a ton of troops anyway. I think we'll end the turn for one last time this episode, and we'll see how things go, basically. Alright, let's end the turn for the final time this episode, and we've immediately been attacked, actually. Philip has been attacked by... Well, this is... Oh, outside of Palmyra. Right, okay, interesting stuff, actually. So Philip, he's been attacked outside of Palmyra by Captain Minmatre and Captain Phototem. Alright, cool. Basically a bunch of Egyptians, but very, very weak forces, and this is exactly what I wanted. I didn't want to go and attack Palmyra, I wanted them to attack me in the open field. This army... Nothing much, very, very little going on there. And then Captain Heraben, we can't see, but probably not a lot either. Well, okay, fair enough. You know what? We'll go and fight it now. This will be the last battle of the episode. I reckon it'll be pretty quick. The balance of power is very much in our favour, 2-1. So I'm very happy to go and fight this now. That's perfectly fine by me. And if we do very well, of course, we can take Palmyra. So bonus, right? Right, here we are in the desert. You can see Palmyra there in the distance. Now, well, one army is going to be coming from Palmyra. The other one's coming from over here. Now, ooh, that looks like a nice dune to set up on. But I don't know, the angle could be a bit dodgy. I think that's a pretty good angle to set up on, though. So how about we have you guys like this? I mean, we could change the angle if necessary later. So you guys like this. We'll have 2... Oh, we actually have too many. Wait a second. We'll We'll have you guys like this, and then we'll have you two along the flanks like that. Beautiful, so they can't really get past us. And then you two, if I can actually select you properly, can come along and do the other side like that. Relatively similar to what you've seen me do against the Egyptians before. Then we have, honestly, a bunch of cavalry, which we don't even need this battle, but they can just sort of chill out here. Bedouins don't particularly want you to skirmish, that's fine. Alright, let's get into a formation. Defensive mode and start the battle. Right, yeah, it seems like, I mean, we could possibly turn a little bit to face the other guys as well, kind of like that maybe. I don't want to box myself in. Basically, you can do this thing called like sort of corner fighting or whatever, where you have the phalanx right up to the edge of the line, so they can't physically flank you because they can't get past that red line. So if you have troops all the way up to here in a line like that, they can't flank you. I consider that cheating in my opinion, because obviously in real life there isn't a red line of a boundary like that. So if I am too close to the red line, I will actually readjust, just because I think I can win this battle without cheating, so there's no point. So as it goes, we're not against the red line. They could flank us if they wanted to, so it's alright. I'm not cheating in my book. Right, the Egyptians are getting close now. I'm not scared of them at all, to be honest. I mean, an old spearman could do a bit of damage. You know, there's the odd unit, but I mean, the chariots are going to do nothing. We saw that last time. The chariots did absolutely nothing apart from run around like cowards and then eventually die when they eventually charged into us, although it took a lot of effort. But, you know, I mean, they could do a tiny bit of damage. We have the much stronger and bigger army. I'm surprised the Egyptians even decided to do that. That desert cavalry routed straight away, and that incidentally caused the Nile spearmen to rout as well. So, pretty stupid stuff there from the Egyptians. I mean, as soon as these chariots charge, which hopefully they will do, that's game over for them. And then basically, the whole rest of the army will collapse, and we have a ton of cavalry to fight them down, or run them down. So, well, this is pretty simple, really. Let's just watch the chariots all die. Yep, they died instantly. Their captain dies. I mean, it's like I'm a prophet, really. I can just see these things coming. So, Captain... I can't even be bothered to say your name. It's too difficult. You died, basically. So, oh, well done, mate. Yeah, you didn't have a very good day, did you? Right, these skirmishers and all that are annoying me. So, let's just get them down with the general. Yeah, that's right. You cowards, run off. You phalanx troops, might as well move towards the chariots if you can. Get them down. You don't go too close to those chariots though. Yeah. Get back, Philip. Get back, Philip. Get back, Philip. Run, Philip. Run. Chariots are dangerous. The chariots are very, very dangerous. You've got to run, dude. Okay, right. Those chariots routed. Good to see. So you get back in your line, please. Hopefully now we've baited the rest of the army forward, rather than being cowards. The Egyptians are actually quite a cowardly army at times. They really, really can be. A lot of people fear the Egyptians a lot, and I understand why. The first time I ever faced the Egyptians on Rome Total War, I couldn't defeat them at all. I thought they were very, very difficult to defeat. Now I actually find the Egyptians relatively easy to defeat as a faction, and I mean, I could make a separate video on that if you wanted to. Really me discussing in detail actually how to defeat the Egyptians on Rome Total War with pretty much any faction, not just Greece. Right, what I want you to do, because pretty much the whole army is collapsing, you guys go and chase those chariots, because I haven't got time for all this nonsense. Okay, I haven't got time for waiting around. The general can then, so they'll be distracted by the phalanx. General, you can go and kill the skirmishers without the chariots babying them, basically. So, let's see. Are the chariots going to charge? They are going to charge the phalanx. Very bad idea, because they're going down extremely quickly. No, don't put your spears up, lads. It's alright, it's alright. What we've got here, desert cavalry. Yeah, if you want to charge a phalanx, you can do that. Okay, just get away from the desert cavalry quickly, General. Get behind the phalanx. That's it, desert cavalry. If you want to charge into a phalanx, be my guest. Absolutely. I will welcome you with open arms to do that. Are they going to take the bait? I mean, yeah, they rout. Ooh, okay, no, I think that's their general that died, not mine. Yep, okay, a little bit worried. I thought they'd caught up to Philip then and killed him. Right, I think the whole army's gone now, pretty much, apart from the odd unit of phalanx, so that's fine. Well, no, there's still the odd skirmishes and all that, but that's fine. What we can do, you two go and deal with the Nile spearmen that are already wavering. That's some slingers, so you guys can then just get back. In fact, they're already broken, so that's good. I think my general can do the rest of this, to be honest. He'll chase and kill all these guys because they're not very competent in the melee. So, yeah, as you can see, they're broken. And then, actually, we've got more cavalry. What am I doing? We can have the Bedouins. I'm not used to having this much cavalry. You guys can go and kill the slingers. The Arabs, you can go and chase the Nile spearmen. And that's game over for the Egyptians. Good stuff. I mean, there's the odd bit of desert cavalry. We can go and kill them in a minute. It's fine. Okay, the desert cavalry are doing a good job against my general. They eventually broke, but they did a pretty decent job. How are the Bedouins? The Bedouins killed their units. Oh no, the Bedouins are chasing after the slingers. As soon as this unit breaks, I think that's the end of the battle, actually. So, yeah, there you go. We'll continue. We'll run them down. But, yeah, that's pretty much game over for this Egyptian army. And that means we actually have Palmyra. Because we've killed... I mean, I think we've killed enough to get Palmyra. So that would be lovely. Right, so 452 kills to 23. Okay, Egypt. Not your finest hour there. I mean, the Egyptians haven't really caused that much trouble for me so far. You know, if I'm being honest, I mean, they've thrown a fair amount of force at us and to very little avail. So hopefully, it does not look like we've taken Palmyra. This army actually went over to deal with Captain Memnon. Now, that's a decent little force. I'd rather just back off from them, to be honest. That's fine. More Egyptians coming over, incidentally. That's cool, we'll deal with them at a later point. A very small force. Looks like it is going to go over and take Damascus, but we'll go and relieve that in a second. Parthia would like an alliance? No. And the reason why is a no is because I think the Armenians and the Parthians are at war. And if we have an alliance with Parthia, it means we could potentially get into a war with Armenia that I don't want. So I'm going to actually say no to that. I mean, the only thing I will be happy to have is map information. But to be honest, you don't have a lot of territory anyway, so I don't care if you don't accept this. No alliance. Screw you. Just see you later, Parthia. You need me more than I need you, that's for sure. Right, Dacia attackers at Aquincum. Interesting. So, well, this is how we're going to start next episode, which is by hopefully taking Aquincum, basically. So this geezer, Penethos of Nicaea, has been attacked by Captain Roles and Captain Siles. And they're going to die, basically, because that's a unit of warband. One unit of warband against all these armoured hoplites, and probably generic Dacian units actually inside Aquincum. That's beautiful. So next time, we're going to be hopefully taking Aquincum. We're going to be taking Palmyra, relieving areas like Damascus, and also just sweeping through the Middle East. And then against the Julii, well, Doros is hopefully going to take Mediolanium, and we're going to have armies moving towards Segesta as well. So things are looking on the up, actually. We are getting to a very good point in the campaign. We are nearly there, but not quite yet, of course. Right, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.